Hey team, Mick here from Melbourne Soft Tissue Therapy. Today we're going to be focused on shin splints. Now a lot of people do suffer from this injury, especially from a lot of running. It doesn't have to come from running, can come from your shoes, but we won't get into that. But we're really going to focus on what we can do to help decrease any kind of symptoms of shin splints. A lot of people may be starting to take a bit more running if they can. Probably one of the only bit of exercise you can do outside which doesn't involve any equipment, so we want to make sure that your running is where it wants to be, and we don't want to be coming down with some shin splints. Okay, so need a bit of equipment for this. Now we just need a ball, a band, probably a mat or a towel just to keep your knees nice and safe and soft, and also a foam roller. Bench also helps. Okay, but mainly the ball, you probably want that for a lot of different mobility stuff. But what we're going to do today is starting with the ball. Now, we've got a muscle down the front of our shin here called the tibialis anterior. Its job is to pull our toes up, what we call dorsiflexion. So, what we're going to do, we're going to aim to get the ball all along that muscle. Helps with a bench, get that ball right at the top. And what I want to try and see is, as I'm there, I'm now going to pump my ankle up and down, round and round in different ways, and you'll feel a little bit gnarly. Hang out there until it gets a little bit easier, and then we're going to work our way all the way down, all the way from top to bottom. Now it can get a bit spicy, just hang on to it, so make sure top all the way down to the bottom. Careful of going on your bone there, will be very nice. All right, so that's your first one. You want to spend about, can we take 2 to 3 minutes each shin? Okay, that's your first one. Second one, just move this around. This is where we're gonna need the band. So, popping the foot into the band. Obviously the band wants to be around some kind of, obviously you won't have a rig at home. Find something that's gonna help you. It's just gonna make sure it doesn't move in too far, because we wanna get quite a bit of pressure here. But with this, you're just gonna wind up as far as you can. Careful of lifting your foot up because you may lose it. From here, we're just going to scour around all the different compartments of that ankle. So let it come forward, keeping that foot flat on the ground, big toe heel down, and just search around. You may find some shitty spots. Hang out a little bit longer if you can, and just play with it. We're going to be here for minimum 2 minutes, just working through that range. Okay? And one thing, just be careful again, as soon as you get out, slowly bring that foot back, otherwise you could go head over ass. All right. Next one, simple stuff with the foam roller. Now, a lot of people tend to use the foam roller quite a lot, but they tend to just use it willy-nilly and don't really hit the best kind of ranges. So it's what we don't want to see is just going back and forth. All right, we actually want to use a bit more to it. So start down at the Achilles, pop the other foot on top, and you're gonna just mash it side to side. Doesn't have to be a lot of pressure. We're just going against the grain of the tissues there. Good 10-15 seconds there. I'm gonna roll up a little bit higher and go again. Find that bit of more of a gnarly spot, hang a little bit longer. Work your way all the way up to the top, back of the knee. As we come back, now we want to work on the outside, so what we're going to do, hands down, shift your hips out to the side, and now we're on the outside of the calf. Again, just mash it side to side, all the way up, top to bottom, back to the bottom, hands down again, and now we shift the hips the other way, and now we've got the inside of that calf. So you can work middle, outside, and inside. Pretty straightforward. Last one. Again, coming back to the ball. We've worked on the tib, and we're now going to work on tib post. So, easiest doing sitting down. That tib post sits in behind the shin bone there. So you're going to get your ball, and you're just going to push down and find, again, those gnarly spots. I've got one right there, so once I find a spot, again with that ankle, get some movement in there just to release some tight tissue. Not the nicest, but hang out with it. That's really a little bit. So I'm going to work my way down, and I'm just creating a bit more space around that whole compartment where those shin splints start to get really crappy. I'm going to work my way all the way down. Carefully hitting the bone again, just make sure you get to the tissue, don't push too hard if it's causing too much pain. It's always going to be a bit painful, more of an uncomfortable over pain is what we're looking for, okay? And then we're going to go to the other side, all right? All those together should really help open up a lot of space around the calves, Achilles, bottom of the foot, just to help with those shin splints. Now, if you are looking to get any more running or starting on running, hit me up. We can have a look at running technique. We can also share videos and stuff and give you some techniques on that running. I'll probably do a video later on all about running technique and that anyway. So any questions, pop them down below. Otherwise, let's get rid of those shin splints. Cheers.